Hello curly mamas. So today I'm going to do this super highly requested video that I've gotten a whole lot of questions and comments on within the last few days. I know some of my old subscribers are like, green hair, what? Yes, my hair is green now. I'll talk about that in another video. But today I'm going to talk about Soraya's hair, my oldest daughter. She's 6. And I've gotten a whole lot of requests on her hair care and her hair growth. So I'm going to talk about that today. I would have her in here, but she's taking a nap and she's going to get bored anyway and want to go play or do something else. So, yeah. Okay, so for everyone inquiring about her growth, let's see, I have a list of notes here. So I'm going to be looking at this. First thing I want to stress, genetics. Yes, genetics do play a big part in how long your hair is going to grow. It does. It plays a part in how fast your hair grows. It plays a part in how silky your hair is and all that other stuff. You guys already know. But I will say one thing. Genetics are nothing if you don't have proper hair care. If you do not take care of your hair well, if you don't practice certain healthy hair habits, your hair will not grow to its fullest potential. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what you're mixed with. You will not like your hair. Your hair will do all kinds of things to you and you're going to be ready to kill it, basically. I'm going to just stress that right now before I even get into anything. Now, I'm not mixed. My husband is not mixed. My kids are not mixed. We're not biracial or anything. Me and my husband were black. Our parents are black. Their parents are black. And so on and so forth. Now, I don't know how far way back. You know, everybody's mixed with something at some point in life. But as far as immediate and our grandparents and great-grandparents, we're all black. We're all just black. So, that being said, there's no special combo of genes or races that will make your hair grow long. That's ridiculous. I believe that any race can grow their hair long if you practice healthy hair habits. Any race's hair can grow to its fullest potential. Now again, like I said, genetics are nothing. If you don't know how to take care of your hair, genetics mean nothing. Like absolutely nothing. I've seen Mexicans, they don't like their hair. I've seen Latinos don't like their hair. I've seen Caucasian women don't like their hair. I've seen Indian women don't like their hair. They complain about frizz and all this other stuff that we have to learn our hair and figure out how to maintain these things and do better with it. So it doesn't matter. Genetics, it does not matter. Okay, yes, my kids, they have really, really long hair, but we're not mixed. Stop asking. We're not mixed. Stop asking. We're not mixed with anything. We're just black. We're just whoever we are in our lineage. So, now that's out of the way. Okay, Soraya's hair care. Hair growth, rather. It's not rocket science, people. Now, I'm saying that to the people who have been in the natural hair community for a good minute. And y'all should know some stuff. This is mostly for the women who are just now coming into the natural hair community. They're just now, you know, still learning. They're new to these things. They have a daughter whose hair is struggling, and they really don't know. So, you guys, I have some tips for you. Okay, the main way that I grew my daughter's hair is pretty much these key things. Okay, number 1, water. Water is this is quite obvious. Water is prime for everything. Water is your friend. You need to be drinking a lot of water, putting a lot of water in your hair, washing consistently, and so on and so forth. Of course, we know diet has a part to play in this too. You know, my kids, we're a big water drinking family. That's who I groomed my kids to be. We're not one of those families where we drink a lot of sodas and juices. In fact, we don't drink soda at all. Juices are rare, and when I do, I mix it with water. I dilute their juices. We drink almond milk, and But 90% of our drinks diet is water. That's why if you watch my vlogs, you will always see me chug down a big bottle of Deer Park water. I will always be drinking that. We drink water a lot because I believe that we need what we do. We need water in our bodies to grow everything, for our hair and everything. So that's key. That's the first one. We drink a lot of water, period. That has a part to play in hair growth. So don't even roll your eyes and say, oh, that's cliche. Well, it's true. It works. Number 2, I already mentioned diet. Now, we don't eat the best in the world. You know, I'm very busy, but I try to make my kids eat as healthy as possible. We have a vegetable every day, at least like lunch and dinner time, and we have fruit throughout the day. My kids eat fruit for snacks and mostly breakfast. I always add a fruit along with whatever they're eating. Well, not always. Most of the time I do. And we only eat meat about 2 or 3 times a week. We're not huge meat eaters, you know, because we need the protein anyway. So I try to limit my meat usage just because I'm not a big meat believer and, you know, killing animals and all that stuff. I'm not a big advocate of that anyway. So we only eat meat about 2 or 3 times a week. And our diet is pretty okay. You know, as most of you guys know, I'm on a weight loss journey, so I try to eat as healthy as I can. So of course I'm going to implement that to my kids. So we're not a big junk food eating family. We don't eat junk food all the time. We just don't. Not all the time. My kids know. Treats, you know, desserts or anything special will be extra on certain occasions. It will be just extra. Pig out on junk food. Yes, we're home all the time, but we do not pig out on junk food. I don't play that. Homie don't play that. You know, we eat as healthy as possible. So that's the second thing, diet. Third thing. Let's see. A lot of you were inquiring about that aloe vera and berry juice mixture that I mentioned on Facebook. Yes, it's, I don't have it in my hand right now, but it's the fruit of the earth, aloe vera, and berry juice combo. It's because it's like aloe juice and berry, some kind of berry mixture that I use. Put it in water. And I use mostly, I usually do half and half. I don't measure these things. I just do like a half and half mixture. Put in a spray bottle, shake it up, put it in the fridge. And usually after wash day, like right after wash day, I'll spray Soraya's hair. I'll spray all the kids' hair, mostly after wash day. That's the main time I use that stuff. And I don't know if that's really doing anything for her hair growth. I don't know. Her hair has always grown long. Well, actually, no, in the beginning. Which is why I say genetics have nothing to do with your hair growth if you don't really practice certain hair habits, which is, you know, that's obvious. Because I'm going to insert some pictures of her when she was younger, you know, when she was a baby and whatnot, how her hair started out, and there was a damage period. Her hair was really damaged because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I was just using all kind of products, you know, I was trying to figure it out. This was way back in 2009, maybe 2008, 2009. 2010, and I was still experimenting with her hair and trying to figure out what works and what I should be using and what I should not be using. So it was a very bad hair period in her life. There was. Her hair was not always thriving as the way it is now. But again, what I have learned, I'm telling you guys what I have learned over the years. When I first started out with her hair care, all I did was I kept her hair moist. I used more water, and I started using. This is the beginning. I started using like EVU, extra virgin olive oil, if you don't know what that stands for. I was using that on her hair, on her wet hair. You don't put oils on dry hair. If you put your oils on dry hair, it won't do anything, trust me. It won't saturate. Even if you rub it in, it won't do anything for your hair. So, yes, when you use the oil, you want to use it on wet hair or damp hair. So that's what I was doing her in the very beginning, and as I started experimenting with shea butter, I started, you know, I created my own product. Many of you remember that I was selling a product, which I'll be having soon. It's sold out now, but I'll be having a product soon that I will have on Etsy. So it's mostly shea butter and some oils and some glycerin, a couple of other good ingredients in there that I was really using on her hair at the time. when her hair was flourishing, when she was about maybe 3 or 4. That's when her hair started really flourishing, because again, I was doing better hair habits. I was using better shampoos, better conditioners, all that other stuff. This isn't rocket science, people. This can be for anyone. Any of you guys can do this. Another thing, that Holy Grail oil, I did a video last year about my Holy Grail oil that I created, but it's just a mixture of different oils. I'll link that video in the description box if you guys want to see that, but it's the oil that I use a lot of times on their scalp. And again, after wash day, I'll wash their hair. I'll do the aloe vera. Sometimes I don't remember to do the aloe vera, it just depends. Sometimes I won't. But I'll just do that, and I'll take the Holy Grail oil and I'll spritz it on their scalp, and I'll just rub. I give them like a 2 to 5 minute scalp massage. Scalp massages really do help. And I don't do that all the time, so don't quote me on that and grab your child and be like, I don't do that all the time. It's just whenever I remember to do it. I don't even do it to myself all the time. But scalp massages do help. They do really help. And you know, my Holy Grail oil has castor oil in it, so that helps too. Castor oil is great for growth. Oh yes, that's another thing I've been doing to her hair. Oh, and also protective styling. You know, she's a child. Children's hair needs to be protected a lot of the time, because you know, they're wild and it's hot, and when their hair is out more, it's going to get tangled more. That's quite obvious. When your hair is out more, it's going to get more tangled. And some of y'all might be looking at her hair texture like, man, some good hair texture. There's no such thing as a good hair texture. Her hair gets tangled too. It gets matted, it gets extremely tangled, just like anybody with like type 4 hair. It does get tangled. When it gets tangled, it gets very tangled. I have old videos of my younger daughter. Her hair will get matted within like 2-3 days. So my children's hair texture is not always the easiest to work with. Just because it looks easy and it looks shiny and it's like, oh, you just got to spray water on it. No, I have to do more to it than just spray and walk away. I have to maintain it. I have to moisturize it. I have to like redo their braids and twists every few days. What I do with Soraya hair, I keep her hair in braids a lot. I keep her hair in a lot of braids, like 2 braids, French braids. I'll do corn braids. I'll do box braids. I'll do box braids with no hair added. I did a video on that, on how I do her box braids with no hair added. I don't do weave at all. So I do that. I keep her hair protected. I wash her hair weekly. I don't hardly deep condition her hair. I don't have time. I barely have time to deep condition my own hair. I only deep condition her hair like maybe once a month. It might not need it, or even if it does need it, again, I don't have time. I wash weekly with usually a shampoo like this. No Shea Moisture shampoos. I've been using this for a while. It's awesome for cleansing the hair. It has apple cider vinegar in it, which cleanses the scalp. I use this, and the main thing I've been using for their conditioner is this stuff. The famous Suave Naturals Coconut, and I love this conditioner because it's a multi-purpose conditioner. I have this in a spray bottle with water as well, and I use that as a detangling concoction for my kids' hair. I put this, it's water, half and half, whatever, and you know, some coconut oil in a bottle, and I spray it on their hair in the spray bottle. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I use this gigantic thing. The reason why I have such a big bottle is because we're a big family. Obviously, there are 6 people living here, so yes, I put some of this in the bottle, and this is how I keep their hair moist. Except for my son Jam, because you know, as you've seen now, I'm doing his hair in dreadlocks, so I don't use this on his hair anymore. And that's what I use, and that's what's in this bottle: water and conditioner and coconut oil. And that is a conditioning spritz. Now here is the Holy Grail oil that I mentioned. It's gone now. The reason why this thing always runs out like every 2 weeks is because, again, we all use it. My husband uses this before he goes to work, and I will have a video, more than likely, if I can get him to do one. I will do a video on his hair, because he's a lot of you guys are probably wondering, oh man, what does your husband's hair look like? I've gotten that question. I'm like, I don't know. Nah, my neck is coming off. So I've gotten those questions about his hair. So I'm going to try to do a video on what his hair looks like and how he maintains it, blah blah blah. So that's that. That's what I do to her hair. I wash weekly, barely deep condition. I keep it moist. I have to keep her hair moist at least every 2-3 days when it's not straightened. When her hair is not straightened, which I only straighten her hair maybe once or twice a year, if that. That's all I will do to her hair, like once or twice a year. Usually it's around Christmas. But as you guys know, recently I straightened her hair just because it was just easy maintenance on me. Because I'm super busy. I'm doing homeschooling, I'm doing hair videos, I'm doing this VEDA thing all month, and I've just been bogged down with housework, and oh my gosh, I've just been too bogged down. So I straightened her hair, and that's that. And I don't have to moisturize her hair with anything unless it's one of those products where it's not an anti-reversion cream that'll make her hair turn back curly, or shea butter. Sometimes I'll just use plain shea butter on her straight hair. And that works. I use a little bit of it because it will get caked up and built up if I use a lot. So again, that's pretty much her wet hair. That's pretty much her hair care. What else? Oh, the other basic thing, just leave it alone. That's the other main thing about hair, which obviously it makes it grow. The less manipulation you do to your child's hair, the more it will grow. Now that's not to say that you put your child's hair in corn braids for a month and you don't do anything to it. You have to moisturize the hair. That's why the hair doesn't grow. It's just like a plant. When you're thinking about hair, think of your hair like a plant. It needs water. We are like the plants, literally. We need water. So you don't put your child's hair in corn braids, you know, roll it up or put it in like some weave or something and you just leave it. You cannot do that. You have to maintain it. You're wondering why your child's hair isn't growing or it's breaking off. You have to maintain the moisture. You have to spray something in their hair, something water-based, not anything with mineral oil. The mineral oil products will get you in trouble because they cause buildup. Those are not the best products for natural hair. And a lot of people are asking me, you know, my child's hair, you know, I've used grease. You know, grease is not the best thing for your hair. Honestly, I'm just going to say that right now. It's not the best. I have nothing against people who do use grease, but honestly, it's not the best for keeping moisture in because what petroleum does, it blocks the moisture from getting in the hair. It's like a coating. Y'all know what Vaseline is. Pretty much Vaseline. Vaseline, mineral oil, petroleum. Same thing. It will block the moisture from getting in. Yes, it will hold the moisture in for the moment, but guess what? It's just going to zap away, and then when you try to re-moisturize, you can't re-moisturize unless you clean all that out of your hair. So these are just a few tips that I see people doing, and they're asking me these things, and they're like, oh my gosh, how do you get your child's hair to grow so long? That's basically it. There's no magical concoction. There's no special nothing that I've done to this child's hair to get it to grow. There's nothing special. It's just... And again, it might be because I'm home and I have time to do these things, but honestly, I don't do her hair every day. I just don't do it. I remember one time my grandmother asked me, oh, do you do her hair every day? Hell no, I don't have time for that. I'm busy. I don't even do my own hair every day. My hair, for the most part, stays up in twists or, you know, pinned up some kind of way. I just don't have time like that. So, again, that's pretty much it, guys. Did I forget? I don't know if I didn't forget anything. Water, good diet. Make sure your child's not guzzling sodas all the time. You know, eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Lock method. Yes, that is highly important. Liquid, oil, and cream. Very important to keeping moisture in. Best liquid is water. If your child's hair is wet or damp, or even if it's not wet or damp, spritz it with some water. Add some oil to it, a coconut oil or whatever oil of your choice. Make sure it's a natural oil. Don't just grab your vegetable oil out of the kitchen. Don't just grab your Crisco cooking oil because no, the oils have to have some kind of nutrition to it for it to work the best. Cream, any leave-in. And like I said, leave-in, when you're getting a leave-in, it's best to not use one with mineral oil. It's best to use one that's water-based. Water has to be the first ingredient in order for it to really moisturize your hair. That's just the best way I can put it. So when you're looking for a leave-in, look for the most natural ones possible. And if you can't afford it, just find one that has water as the first ingredient. If it has mineral oil or petroleum in it, it's best that you leave it alone. If your child's already having issues with growth, it's best that you leave that mess alone because it's not going to help at all. The aloe vera and berry juice, like I said, I don't know if that has anything to do with her growth. I really don't. I've only started doing that the past year within our journey, our hair journey, and you know, it's helped. So, a holy grail oil that I use on her hair, and I do the scalp massages every now and then. Again, I don't do that all the time. I don't have time to, and I don't freaking remember. So it's not urgent that you do these things. Like I said, don't stress yourself out with this. This should not be a stressful process. It should be easy. Now, most of you guys are out working a lot and you don't really have time to tend to your child's hair, but these steps are simple. It's really, really simple. Now, I'm not saying your hair is going to get to Soraya's hair's length. I'm not going to say your child's hair is going to grow 28, 30 inches doing this. I'm not going to say that because, again, genetics do play a part in how long your hair gets and how well your texture. Genetics do play a part in that. And I do believe that everybody has a, I guess, stopping line as far as how long their hair will grow. But even when you think your hair has a stopping line, I believe it can grow even beyond that. I see people all the time like, oh man, my hair's never grown past this length. You know, what should I do? And you give them a couple of tips and it works. It's the same thing. You know, with natural hair, you have to experiment. Learn your child's hair first. Learn how it reacts. And it'll come easy to you. Keep water on it. Keep your child drinking water. Not only is it because it's hot. And of course, that's obvious. It's summertime and it's hot everywhere. But just adapt a habit of drinking water. Drink a lot of water. Teach your children how to drink a lot of water. Just ingrain that into them. It's wonderful that you ingrain that into them because my kids know. They don't even complain about it. They already know. Whenever it's mealtime, this cup is full up with water. And anytime throughout the day they're thirsty, they're going to get water. Like I said, I switch it up throughout the day. For mealtime, I give them almond milk or orange juice with water in it. You know, not a lot of water, just a little bit, because you know they're old enough. But I don't like bogging my kids down with sugar. I don't give them a lot of junk, and water is a prime thing that we use a lot. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't have any magic potion for this. There's no magic potion. It's all about the maintenance. It's what you do to your hair. It's more about the routine than the products. People are always asking me, what products do you use? It's not really about the products. It's not so much about the products than it is the routine. If you have a good routine, the products, whatever product you use, is going to work for you. It's going to work better for you than it was when you weren't doing the proper hair habits. You know what I mean? You can't not do the proper moisturizing methods and expect your hair to get anywhere anytime soon. But your hair will grow. I will guarantee you this. Your hair will grow to its fullest potential when you change your water drinking habits and your diet and you take vitamins. Take regular vitamins. I'm not talking about hair affinity. I ain't talking about no hair affinity, no metabolism, no none of those hair growth vitamins, because those are only temporary. And people have a lot of issues on those vitamins. I did a video on why I'm not taking hair affinity, besides the fact that I can't afford it. Your child take regular vitamins. These are regular Equate children's vitamins that my children take. Regular vitamins, nothing special. So, oh, and one more thing. The main products I use are the ones that are as natural as possible. Sometimes when I can't afford it, I will use a product that's not as natural, but it's okay. I mean, there's no big deal. I'm not one of those supernatural Nazis to where, oh my gosh, you can't use that product because it has dye in it or, you know, alcohol. Now, of course, I recommend staying away from products with alcohol in it. But I'm not going to come on you and kill you if you use something like that. I mean, things happen. You can't always afford the best. What I try to use is the brands that I try to use: Shea Moisture, Cantu, Eden Body Works, Talia Wahid, and I can't remember. There's probably others, but those are the 4 main brands that I use for my family's hair care. There's probably others. I can't remember anything. I can't remember what they are at the moment because my brain's kind of fried right now. But psoriasis hair growth is not rocket science. Wash it, keep it moisturized, keep it protected, and trim. Oh, another thing, trim regularly. If you notice your child's ends are uneven and broken and split, don't hang on to it. Chop it off. It's gonna help, trust me. Don't be afraid of losing a little length. If you think that you can't do a good job trimming, take her to a professional. Take her to someone who knows how to cut hair. Take her to, you know, like I said, somebody who knows how to cut. I'm not gonna claim I'm the best trimmer in the world, but it works for me. It's easy, and I trim my own child's hair because I trust no one to trim my child's hair. Somebody gonna get jealous, take scissors, and be like, cutting off too much. I'm like, I'm gonna go off. If I ever see somebody do that to my child's hair, I'm going to go off. It's best if you just do the job yourself. That's just who I am. I do the job myself. So, you know, as far as knots, I finger detangle her hair a lot. I don't use combs all the time. I have a wide tooth comb only when it's absolutely necessary. I mostly finger detangle. Finger detangling is key. It is key. It is key. It is key. I will keep rephrasing that. Finger detangling with conditioner in it, or a detangling concoction, as I would like to call it. Again, I'm rambling. I think I'm done. If you guys have anything else, please let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you later in my next video, whenever that is. If you have any more video suggestions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do. I hope you guys enjoy this. This video was like super highly requested. I had over 500 people contact me or reply to me about that one picture I showed you about psoriasis hair growing 28 inches. I can't believe her hair was 28 inches. I had no idea it would get that long. Last time I measured her hair was about 24 or 25 inches maybe. For her to hit 28 is like baffling to me, but it happened. So again, I got tons of requests. I went from freaking 614 subscribers all the way up to 675 subscribers as to this moment, and it's still growing. I can't believe so many of you are actually interested, and apparently you guys must like my channel because a lot of you watched the video, the straight hair video that I did, and other comments on my other videos as well from all these people suddenly subscribing. So thank you guys so much for supporting me, and I'll keep trying to help you with your hair care and coming to you with, you know, good tips and whatnot for your child's hair. I will do my best. So again, thank you for the kind words and whatnot and supporting me. Stay tuned, stay subscribed. I will be back with more videos. Thank you for watching, Curly.